Greetings, 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 my V family all over the world. This is your chief. This is your chief. This is your chief. Welcome to my Instagram live on a Sunday, a beautiful Sunday. All right, guys, at 11 p.m. So firstly, let me do my shout outs to everyone. Armin A. Raza from Kurdistan, Lady Sarah, Lida Muhammad, Manam Ajin, how are you? Armin or Samira, how are you, Abu? Ibn Abbas in the house, V partner Ibn in the house. Siamak, how are you, my brother? Tipa, how are you, ma? Alright, Haval, Laj 0120, Ramin Nadar, Salma, Rejoy, Kamusta, Jeremy, Iya Kadusin, Unstoppable. Alright, Jeremy DNJ, Shiv Sera, Priya the entrepreneur. Is that Priya? Alright, Mamudo, Keita, Daniel Masil, Vijayar Om Namah Sivani Khatri, Shiva Magravat, the Rajesh Khanna, how are you, Abu? Kamal Chapra, Rohit Kumar, Vicky Ras in the house. What's up, Vic? Sira Rohit, Venki, Aval, Parishan, Pratik, Aushaf, Rafiq, Kalai. We speak after this, Kalai, on video call. Get everyone together. All right. Emmanuel Kalai is at the ISB location, at the ISB boot camp. All right. Nivedita Singh, Haripriya, Vijay Nandesh, Kamal Chopra. All right. Binta Rimal, Haval. All right. Greetings. Shout out to Suresh, Irish, Agatha. All right. Claire, Nasib, who's always online, but now he's in service, I believe, at the camp. And to everyone else who logs on, greetings. Firstly, Assalamu alaikum to all my Muslim brothers and sisters around the world. Privyet, Kak Dela, Lublu Tibia, to all the Russian-speaking, unbelievable max out kings and queens. Bonjour, je t'aime to every French-speaking downline of Japa and Dato Sri Vijay around the world. All right, salam to my brothers and sisters in Iran and all over the world. Merhaba, QNet Promizon. Vigets, hola, buongiorno, QN Europe. Wanakam, Aibawan, GLL Lanka. Namaste. Wanakam, Namaskaram, Sat Sri Akal to everyone in Vihan, QNet India. Avarjana, Namaste. All right, shout out to Pakistan. Shout out to South America. Hola. All right, shout out to Indonesia, Malaysia, Apa Kabar, China, Hong Kong, Ni Hao, Vietnam, Sin Chao, Meng Lawa to Myanmar, good day, mate to the Australians, greetings to the Singaporeans, Konnichiwa, Japan, we are coming. All right, shout out to everyone in America, in Canada, all right, all over Africa, Jumbo. All right, Nakuna Pende. All right, to everyone in Africa, okay, unbelievable. All right, so greetings. Welcome to the final week of rank advancement for month number 1. I am about to finish packing and fly out tomorrow afternoon with EXO to Thailand for ISB, our first ISB bootcamp of 2026. The Ignite ISB bootcamp, I would call it. The coin service, the alliance, the in-service are already there. We're expecting participants from all over the world, all right, who are coming to join us for 7 days, 6 nights, or 6 days, 5 nights, all right. And usually in ISB, I go towards the last 3 days. But this year I've decided that I will participate in ISB full on, okay, full on, from day 1 till the closing. Okay, not to say they need me, but I think more than that, I need to be there for myself also. All right, so greetings. Big shout out to everyone. All right, a big shout out to all the business development managers and warriors of the V who are all over the world. All right, my business development V family, greetings. All right, a big shout out to the corporate V family, stay strong. All right, to the QNet corporate family, to the QI corporate family, the Q Lifestyle corporate family. A lot of things that we as networkers do is only possible because of the unbelievable level of service of the men and women behind the desk in the customer care department or GSC, all right, to the business development warriors of the V who are on the ground every day with you, to the guys working in QX who delivers our products everywhere around the world, who does QC. A big shout out to all the employees, all right, the corporate family, all right. Stay strong, all of you, all right. And most importantly, this year is the year to ignite. This year is the year to max out, okay. And yesterday I was talking to some of my warriors during TAT. I do a lot of TAT calls, all right, on and off. And I was doing a TAT call, and I wanted to address what I spoke to these amazing warriors about. And I want you to listen very carefully. And this message is directed tremendously to the network, but I think corporate, you equally need to hear this because it applies in an interesting way to you also. Over the last 27 plus 4, 31 years of building a business in this industry of network marketing or social enterprise, as I would call it, all right, I've learned a lot. I've observed a lot. I've seen a lot. I have understood a lot about this industry. Thank you. All right. I've understood a lot about this industry. And last night, while doing my TAT calls, I realized something fundamentally important. That there is a vicious cycle. All right. The word is vicious. A vicious cycle that we go through as networkers. Okay, and it's happening to all of you right now. It's happening to all of you right now. Whether you realize it or not, it's happening to you. And after today's Insta Live, I want you to fundamentally correct this. All right, and correct it right now before you start getting serious about 2026. I want you to correct it immediately. And this is fundamentally important. And I want you to listen very carefully to your chief. All right. Now, all of us came from a certain mindset. We all came from a mindset of being a slave, having a master. Do you understand? We all came from a concept of employment, some form of employment or another, some form of control over another by an authority stronger or more powerful than us, or an authority that determines how we live our life, how much money we have, and all that kind of freedom. It applies to governments. It applies mainly to corporate structures. All corporate structures make this mistake of eventually killing the spirit of their employees, killing the sense of happiness or freedom of their employees. Because when they kill that spirit, it's far easier for them to control them. They control them with money, with promises of money, all that thing. You guys have been in corporate, you understand. All right. However, all of you made that decision to leave that world of slavery. All right. And become an entrepreneur, become a networker. Now, don't get me wrong. When I attack your job, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying it should not be a place where you stay. I'm sorry. All right. At some point of your life, you got to take that leap of faith and try to live life the way you want to. Try to do the things you really want to. And if you can add enterprise into it and make some money, please do it. Do you understand? To all the corporate guys, I don't mean to attack or insult your job. I respect the fact that you wake up every Monday morning and go to work tomorrow morning. But I don't want you to be comfortable. I don't want you to think that's the end of the journey. There are a lot of opportunity. There are a lot of options out there. I know it's scary to leave the comfort zone of predictable revenue or income, but I'm sorry, the way AI is going, robotics is going, the way corporations are forgetting their value system, all right, none of your jobs are secure anyway to anyone who's part-time and building the network. So open your mind, open your heart, and embrace the world of social enterprise, all right, and do something about it. Okay, just don't sit there and complain about how bad life is. You've got to wake up and do something about it. Okay, so all of you decided to switch that mindset and become an entrepreneur with us, with QNet, the V, to become an entrepreneur in this amazing organization, all right, and embrace social enterprise. And you became an entrepreneur. You got that click. And that click made you into a powerful individual. That click made you have conviction that was unbelievable. From the time you woke up in the morning till you went to sleep, you were on a high. You were crazy. You were counting every BV, every step, anticipating the income you're going to get, getting excited about the income, all right, celebrating the smallest of successes, and doing all kinds of things with so much passion in your heart, so much belief in your heart, so much passion and excitement. It was contagious. It was crazy. And you became what people dream of becoming. You understand? You became that freedom believer. You became a dreamer again. You became a warrior. Nothing could stop you. Nobody could stop you. You were a psychomaniac and you went all out to build your business. Now the vicious cycle is that entrepreneurship that you had when you started, that desire, that burning desire, that crazy passion that you had, all right, eventually disappeared, and it became a mundane repetition of activity. That means, yes, you were doing Rule 3. Yes, you were doing presentation. Yes, you were attending training and systems and everything. But your mindset went back to job mentality, to employee mentality. You were doing the actions, all right, consistently with a high level of discipline. But the heart was no longer the heart of an entrepreneur. The mind was no longer the mind of an entrepreneur. You were basically ended up in a job, all right, that everything you were doing became so mundane, so repetitious, so boring to a certain extent, that you did it just to tick a box. You did it just because you had to. Even Rule 3 is not meant to be done purely as a discipline. It's supposed to be the most exciting, unbelievable 15 presentations a month. It is supposed to be the craziest, all right, 15 presentations a month. It's supposed to make you want to, wake up in the morning and say, yes, I get to do Rule 3. You understand? Yes, I'm part of this greatest organization in the world. Do you understand? And that dies off. That flame, that fire, the fire of an entrepreneur, the fire of somebody who's crazy, Ata Maji Satakali, you understand? The fire of somebody who could walk up to a stranger with the clear, absolute belief that that person is going to sign up. That absolute, unconditional, childlike belief and passion disappears. And you do the work, you do the presentation, you do the trainings, you attend the trainings, you do everything, but you do it with so much robotic approach, so much static, non-emotional, non-passionate approach, that you will never see the results you truly desire to see. Are you with me? And that is the vicious cycle. So you start as a person who was programmed your whole life to become an entrepreneur and to become an employee. Then you graduate from school, you do your degree, and you become an employee. And then you start with excitement. Any job starts with excitement. All right, trust me. Okay, everyone enjoys the first few months of their job, seeing money for the first time, being in a company, being in an office environment. Maybe now this Gen Z and all that don't believe in it, but our time it was quite exciting. You understand? And then you get sick of your life. You get sick of this routine of go to work, come back home, go to work, come back home, go to work, come back home, go to work, come back home. Sucking up to your boss, you understand, kissing, whatever you call it, sucking up to your boss to get a promotion, to rise, to be seen, you understand? And you start to hate your existence. And then somebody, which you should be very grateful for, showed you the QNet business, showed you the social enterprise concept, and boom, you are now an entrepreneur, and most of you for the first time of your life. And when you became an entrepreneur, all right, again, that excitement of entrepreneurship, the uncertainty of next week's commission, don't know who's going to sign up, or the celebration when somebody signs up, you understand? All of that became crazy, became like the most exciting time of your life. Then you attended your first training. Wow. You came to VCon. Wow, 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 wow. You understand? You watched the Wednesday message. I hope, wow. Then you got Insta Live. Then you listened to the wise ones, the great ones, Japa and Dato Sri Vijay. All right? And you got exposed to your system. And you had parts of your system which were fun, and your family got involved, your kids got involved, everyone got involved, everything got exciting. All right? And you thought, this is the best time of my life. Then you started to see results. You got a small check, 250, 500, and you said this business works, all right? And then we thought you ought to be a warrior. Even there was negativity in the news or negativity in Google, it didn't affect you. You said, I'm going to do presentations until I die. I will never, 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 ever quit. And then you keep repeating it. Presentation, rule 3, training, this, that, and repeat, and repeat, and repeat, and repeat. And you did the actions. But the fire of entrepreneurship, the vairagya of belief, that craziness you had when you started, it slowly but surely started to diminish. And you were still doing the work. So what happened, or what happens to most people in our industry of social enterprise, is when they start, they always start as an entrepreneur. And the vicious cycle is, eventually, they become an employee. And eventually, all the uplines become managers and bosses. And they start to systemize and try to run their organization with such rigidity and repetition and boringness. And people stay because they have nowhere else to go. Or they stay because this is the only place they know as entrepreneurs. And it becomes a job. And then slowly people start to get frustrated. Or some people even start to hate their journey in this industry of social enterprise. But they just hang around. So you have a lot of downlines. You may have 20 downlines, 30 downlines, 40 downlines, 400 downlines, 4,000 downlines. My question is, do they love what they do? Do they believe that this is going to be the greatest journey of their life? Right? Are they in a psycho mode, crazy mode? And are they willing to do whatever it takes to max out? Do you understand? Or are they in a job? Go to work, come back home, go to work, come back home, go to work, come back home. Do presentation, come back home. Go for training, come back home. Get on Zoom, come back home. Then they become like networkers in a coma. And when you don't have that craziness, when you don't have that passion, when you don't have that belief, and you don't have that vairagya of entrepreneurship or the fire of entrepreneurship, all right, you struggle to sign up people. You will do a lot of presentations, and I bet you the results is not happening. That you're not going to get that sign-ups, and the new people still get sign-ups, and you think it's because of their hot zone. No. The new people get sign-ups because when they did their first few presentations, it was done with such pure passion and absolute unconditional belief that the prospect believe. But the old-timers, those who are now in job mentality, even though they are an entrepreneur in network marketing, are just going out there to complete the task. Rule 3 is not meant just to complete. Rule 3 is show 15 passionate, crazy presentations a month with the anticipation and belief that all 15 people are going to sign up. That's what Rule 3 is about. This is the last week of Rule 3, by the way. Then I see you on Rule 3 Club on the first Saturday of February. And this is fundamentally important. Fundamentally important. That you don't become an employee. And uplines don't become managers. And don't turn your journey into entrepreneurship into an over-glorified, false sense of freedom. But in reality, you're just in another job. This is the vicious cycle. And to break that vicious cycle, you start with yourself. To break that vicious cycle, you have to ignite the fire within you again. That fire of entrepreneurship, the fire of defiance, rebelliousness, the fire of self-belief, the fire that you can do whatever you set your mind to it. All right? The fire of removing all fear of what people think of you. To ignite that fire again is what you need to do as uplines. And only then can that fire be ignited in everyone else in your organization. So from employee to entrepreneur, networker, or social enterprise entrepreneur, and now you have gone back, and this is the truth, you have gone back into employee mentality. That's why you're not seeing results. That's why you're not creating magic. Do you understand? Because you are surrounded by people who are doing the work with the wrong emotional factors, with the wrong subjective factors. That means they are doing the work, but they're not doing it from their heart. They're not doing it with the self-belief that they will max out. Do you understand? They're not crazy enough. They are careful. They are muted. All right? And they hang around. Because remember, I told you a long time ago, I don't know whether you remember, I told you, the day network marketing or your organization becomes a social club, you're screwed. Don't make it into a social club. It's about performance. It's about passion. It's about vairagya. It's about igniting the fire within you. Do you understand? And if you cannot ignite your fire, their fires are all gone. But they're still doing the work. They're like zombies. You understand? Like, I do presentation. You understand? Alright? I complete Rule 3. But there's no more heart. There's no more soul. There's no more color. There's no more belief. There's no more faith. There's no more power. Do you understand? That's what you got to bring back to your organizations. Don't turn your organization into a corporate structure. Don't turn into your organization with this bull sugar of KPI, KRAs. TAT is important. Alright? But everyone who becomes an entrepreneur has to have that sense of freedom, that sense of passion. And you have to fuel it. You got to ignite that fire and keep pouring fuel on it. So the fire becomes a raging inferno one day. And everyone, alright, does their presentation, comes to training with a different level of passion, self-belief and power. And that's where you got it right. So now you have a large number of your networkers who are now in employee mindset. You got to get them out of employee mindset and back into entrepreneur mindset. Right? Hungry entrepreneur, crazy entrepreneur, foolish entrepreneur, willing to take risk entrepreneur, stop listening to the world entrepreneur, I don't care, I love it entrepreneur. Are you guys with me? Change. Reignite the fire of entrepreneurship in yourself and your people. Don't turn your network marketing organization, your social enterprise organization, into another over-glorified company. It is not. What is our organization? Our organization of people who believe in the same thing, believe in the power of freedom, believe in the power of choices. Remember, I did my Wednesday message. Believe in the power of micro self-entrepreneurship. Believe in the power of max out. Believe in the power of network marketing. Believe in the power of duplication, council upline, everything. You understand? Don't allow that organization to be a yes sir, no sir. How can I write a report, sir? When you ask a networker to write a report, there's something wrong. Do you understand? It is fundamentally wrong. So wake up. Smell the coffee. It is time to pull your people out of employee mentality and reignite the entrepreneur in them. Are you guys with me? So follow me on social media. The next few days, I'm going to milk it while I'm in ISB. I'm going to do a lot of live sessions and lessons and all that stuff, almost to the point that you feel you are there, but you are not there. Are you guys with me now? So I love you guys so, so much all over the world. All right. Thank you for believing in me, Japa, Dato Sri Vijay. Thank you for being the most unbelievable downlines anyone can wish for. But I want downlines. I want entrepreneurs. I don't want employees. Are you guys with me? Love you.